Oh, we're going.
Yeah, I started.
Flippin' Fantastic Podcast Episode 43. I'm Alicia, the Inked Picker.
Oh, that's better. And I'm O87 Official. How is everyone? How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend?
I had a pretty eventful weekend.
Yeah?
We may have found a buyer for our old house
Nice.
on the first person that we showed it to. They're very
Nice.
interested. So, fingers crossed that we'll know by next episode if it's going through or not. Fingers crossed.
That's
I
awesome.
just
That's awesome.
want to get it. I just want to get it out or get it done.
Yeah.
Get it over with.
Right. Hmm. Yeah, you don't want that 2 mortgage thing hanging over you.
Yeah, that starts in December, and I just talked to my mortgage lady today, and she
Mhm.
said it's like about like if we time it right, we won't have to make a double mortgage payment for December, which is when the double mortgage payments start. So, fingers
Right.
crossed that happens. Otherwise, we are prepared to make the double mortgage payment if we have to, but I'm hoping
Yeah.
we can work it out with
But
this
hopefully you don't.
family.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's another younger couple. This will be their first house. Turns out their parents know my parents. They actually went to high school together. And they also have the same mortgage lady that we do. So it's like,
Oh, okay.
so it's really cool. So it's like,
Keeping it
it's
in
just,
the family, the town,
yep,
whatever.
yep. So fingers crossed, we almost got the house done, but we'll go back this weekend and finish it up. It's going to be like pretty much it's ready to go after this weekend, and I won't have to keep coming up every weekend. It's just if once the mortgage things start, but from what I can tell, a lot of it can be e-signed, so I'm not going to have to go back to that town to sign stuff.
Oh, okay. That's nice. That's nice.
So that'll be great. I'm tired of driving. I can't wait to have my first full weekend at this house where we don't go anywhere. We just chill out. And so yeah.
Yeah.
How was your weekend?
It was fine. It was my son is 15 now. It was his birthday on Sunday. So we took him shopping. He picked out what he wanted on Saturday, and now he's now he's super moody this week. It's like driving. I don't know if it's like the fallback, cuz I don't think he got enough sleep, and he's been a bear. But he does have swim team starts next week, so like tryouts or whatever. So that's what I had to do. I took him today to swim laps to a pool that had where you can pay, just a fitness center where you can pay just to do that. So cuz he's like, I haven't swam since the summer. I was like, yeah. But so that's what I did today. But yeah, that was my weekend. I am almost back up to 500 listings. Woohoo! Everybody's like 500.
You have more than me right now. You have almost double. So,
but because I'm hovering at the I'm like 490 something. Although I just sold something. Because of that, because I've actually listed, I've been selling something at least once a day, if not more.
Ooh.
I sold 2 things today. So I sold a Bath and Body Works spray, and I sold some vintage nut grinder.
Huh.
So nothing big, nothing big, but at least I'm back in the algorithm, baby.
Yeah.
So you have 250 listed?
I have right now. I haven't listed yet today, but 225 as of right now. About
Nice.
about $5,000 in listings in total right now. Just slowly going through stuff.
Yeah.
Getting it on my shelf, throwing stuff on the dollar auction if it's not worth it, or donating it. So it's just kind of in a process, but plan to list tonight after this. My husband and I have been going on walks, and it's still like it's weird. It's November, but it's actually like decent out to go outside and walk in a hoodie. So we've
Yeah.
been doing that. So I think we're gonna do that. And I'm gonna list, and then I'm gonna throw stuff on the dollar auction because I could only do 25 items a day on the dollar auction. So I picked up 25 items. And I'm gonna list it all,
Okay.
and then it should all be gone by the weekend. And
That's
yeah,
nice.
it's
I wish
been
we had
good.
something like that here.
Could only start one. It's a lot of stress though. You gotta like
No.
manage a whole
I
bunch of
was gonna
people.
say no. No. I don't want to babysit anybody. I don't want to have to deal with that. Like I want to sell stuff. I don't want to.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Um, well, I'm gonna take a moment to announce Planes to Profit. It's official. Omaha, Nebraska, February February 23rd and 24th, I believe it is. If you go to Planes to Profit, spelled out TO, planes2profit.com, you'll see our event page, and it has a countdown, has a
Nice.
spot for you to buy tickets.
Ooh.
It's organized. It was Grandma Pops and me. We have added happy and grumpy
Mhm.
pickers, so now there's 5 of us that are organizers. 3 like groups, but 5 of us organizing it.
Mhm.
There's a pretty little picture of all of us,
Yeah.
and we got a sponsor. We got My Reseller Genie, Faith and Paul. They're our sponsor.
Nice. Mhm.
And then we have the schedule and some pictures and a contact. So if anybody watching here has any questions, it'll go through to a contact page if you have questions, which I guess a couple people have sent some, so that's cool. Um, yeah, I'm excited. We're getting stuff ready. There's gonna be a thrift party bus that may or may not have a stripper pole on it. Um, which is what I thought that was pretty good. Actually, it's funny when we were calling the place to get it scheduled. I guess like
Uh-oh.
they call it dance poles. Oh, Mo's frozen. Oh, she's still here. Okay.
You
They call it dance
you're
poles.
frozen. Yeah.
Oh, you were frozen on my page.
No,
Um
you were frozen.
um and the we had 2 buses. We're trying to get a large one. The one we got is the largest that can fit. I believe is 45 people. But the
Mhm.
only difference is one had 1 dance pole and the other one had 2 dance poles. So yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be really fun. We got the whole schedule on there if anyone wants to check it out. It's in Omaha in February. Yeah, it kind of it'll be cold, but if you're from the Midwest, you're used to it. So
How cold is it in February in the Midwest?
um honestly, I don't know. Cold enough to probably wear a heavy coat.
Like snow?
Yeah, probably snow.
Snow?
There may or may not be snow. Um So yeah, it's
Sweet.
been fun playing that. We were supposed to record earlier today, but I had to call the mortgage lady back. I had to call the people that are interested in our house. I had to get the logo finished for Planes to Profit. We had some tweaking to do with it because I like drew the whole thing up, which is cool. So my Apple Pencil actually came in
Mhm.
handy that I have on my iPad.
Oh,
So I actually like
nice.
was able to draw with it. That was
Nice.
kind of fun.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, we're getting a bunch of stuff organized. We're getting sponsors. We have some exciting things planned. I still have to announce it on my own YouTube video, which I meant to do tonight. I thought about doing a funny bit, which I guess you guys will know by the time you see this if I did, but I wanted to do like a really goofy bit about Planes to Profit, about the meetup.
Mhm.
So I may or may not do that, or I might just keep it serious, but we'll see how I'm feeling later. Maybe I just need to drink like a little bit of wine, feel a little goofy, and then record it. Let loose a little. But I am having issues right now printing shipping labels. I was trying to ship out a couple things before we started here. I cannot get any labels to print on eBay. I go and put
I was gonna say
the
from
weight
eBay.
and yeah, the weight and the size, and then it'll try to go through and it'll say there was an error, and it won't let me. I keep trying it every once in a while. So
I was gonna say that's happened to me every once in a while, and I just usually go back and it, but it
here, I'm
it
gonna
usually
try it again
doesn't
right
last
now.
long.
Yeah,
Usually
I
doesn't
haven't been able
last
to get
long.
it to work for the past like 15 minutes, so let's see.
Hmm.
Nope, doesn't look like it's gonna work again. What does it say when it fails? Something went wrong and we were not able to generate this label. So I guess it's not a big deal because I could just go to Pirate Ship, do it there, import the
Yeah.
tracking number, eBay, whatever. But
Mhm.
my office is almost set up, at least on this side. I got my curtains, so now people can't be peeping in my windows. Just got those. Got my Barbies. I got all kinds of trinkets everywhere. I got my Moe's plush from Harry Tornado that I got at the rally. Um, yeah, a bunch of stuff. Which I found out I'd probably need to declutter after I'm done setting up everything because I realize how much like trinkets and stuff I have, and some of it's worth money. So I might just go through and weed some things out because I'm like,
Start
wow, that like you
selling.
walk in and it's just like it's just a bunch of stuff. I also organized my glass shelf over there. It's color coordinated now. So it goes from white, pink to red to orange to yellow to green to blue to violet to black. And then my brass. So it's really pretty. It's satisfying to look at. So it's
Ooh, cool.
it's
I want to see.
functional and pretty. It's kind of like an art piece. So yeah, we I don't know what we all talked about last week. It seems like it's been so long. Things
It's
just
just been a
time's been
week.
passing so fast.
Yeah,
Oh, I found
I don't
Lisa
remember
Frank
either.
today at Goodwill.
Ooh,
I actually have it right here. $4, and it's if you guys are listening, it's just I'm holding it up. It's like a little pencil pouch, and it's
yeah,
got a little mirror and a comb and some pencils and a little notebook, and like it's all in a pouch. And
nice.
it's funny because on the tag there, it actually has like a Lisa Frank website right there, which is cool. And
Hmm.
I could tell it was old because of this. You don't see
Right.
this like this character on the tags that much anymore. So but
Okay.
I was so excited. I actually like I don't think I experienced tunnel vision like in real life, but as soon as I saw Lisa Frank and I was walking at Goodwill, I wasn't expecting anything. I'm like, okay, I'm about to walk out.
Right.
Like, I'm not finding anything. And I see it and like literally I couldn't see anything else but this item. And I walked up to it and I'm like, it's $4. Perfect. It was actually in the section of this Goodwill where they keep like all the new stuff. Anything that's like new
Yeah.
in the package, they put it all on this in this row. And
Hmm.
I just happened. Usually, I don't find anything that's worth picking up, and I'm really surprised to have found this. And I can't find it anywhere else on eBay, so I think it might be. I don't know. I don't even know what I'd put it up for because I see pencil pouches on there. See them go for like $10 to $30 about. Um,
Yeah.
but this actually has the stuff in it and the tag, and it's like sealed shut. So I don't know. Maybe I'll put it up for like $50. See what happens.
Yeah.
You never know. There might be
Look
some
on.
crazy collector.
Yeah. Did you did you just look on eBay or did you Google Linset? Because sometimes you can see what it's
I
going for
eBayed
somewhere
it.
else. Like
I
if
just
there's yeah, like
I
maybe
typed
there's one on
exactly what's on
Etsy
the
or something.
tag. It's a
Yeah.
fashion pencil pouch. So I put Lisa Frank fashion pencil pouch, and it came up with like some pencil pouches like these that are all decorative,
But not that one.
but
Yeah, I'd put
not
up
like
high.
this set altogether, which I was so
Right.
excited about it. And then I was thinking, I'm like, I should have
Cool.
just like held on to every Lisa Frank item I've found just to like collect it, but
Yeah.
also like have it for sale. But it's good money. I even have a backpack out in the garage somewhere that I had listed for almost $100. It's like a smiley face Lisa Frank backpack. And there's a lot of really neat pieces. Makes me wish I
I
held
never
on to
find any.
my own.
Yeah.
It's like
Right,
stuff
your
you'd
stuff
find like
that
at
you
a
have.
church sale. It's like that's a place where you'd find Lisa
Yeah, I
Frank, I feel
never
like, is when there's a ton of
yeah, I
toys and
never find
stuff.
it. Yeah.
See, and I
Yeah, I
never
didn't
find
there
super
was
fancy
yeah.
glass like you do. Like whatever that word
I
was
don't find
last
that
week you used,
fancy.
or I don't know what it was you'd
What
said
did
you
I
found
use?
last week. It was like you said like it was this kind of glass or this kind of art piece, and you had a name for it, but I had never found it
I
before.
don't
I'd never heard
remember.
of it before.
Oh.
But
Yeah, but I know, but that's what's so like when you watch people in different parts of the US and what they find, like, you don't find the same stuff that's here and I don't find what's
yep.
there. Not all the time. Like I
Mhm.
well, to be fair, I don't usually look at jeans, but I also don't see sparkle butt jeans anywhere here. And I don't see people wearing them either. So that is not
think it's a Midwest
a
thing, maybe.
thing here. It's not a big thing here. I don't know, maybe I don't know.
I know there's a store
So I
here
don't see parking lot.
called like the Buckle, which I know they sell specifically, I believe, Miss Me's or Rock Revivals, but it's also like a place where you get like your cowboy boots and your cowboy hats and all kinds of
Okay.
like
Mhm.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so
Like,
you gotta wear your sparkle butts with your cowboy boots and stuff. Yeah.
mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, there's not a lot of cowboy boot people like in my immediate area. I mean, there are some. There's people around,
Mm-hmm.
but
I
I
actually
don't find that
found a
stuff. There was
pair of Miss Me's. Oh, go ahead.
oh yeah. Oh no, I was just gonna say there was a big sale here. As I have to tell the story, there was a big sale here last weekend. I did not go to it. It started early. People said that people line up and all that, and I was just too tired because I'm coming off of doing my paranormal thing every weekend, and I
Mm-hmm.
just slept in. And then we took my son out. Well, the thing is, they where they had the sale, they had it. There's this mall that I don't go too much anymore. I haven't been in a long time. This one mall, and they were having like two empty stores. That's where they were having the sale. Anyway, so
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I didn't go. It was from like 9 to 2. We took my son out shopping. Well, we went shopping and he wanted a new pair of shoes. And we found this pair of Vans and it was like at Famous Footwear or something. And but they didn't have a size. So we looked online and they had it in a size at that mall. So we go to that mall. I gotta put the picture up here. First
Oh
of
boy.
all, this mall. There's like famous. So Sears used to be there. That and that closed a million years ago, and it still says Sears, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's still a Macy's there, but the Macy's sucks. And um, what else is there? Anyway, so like those are Victoria's Secret, Famous Footwear, Foot Locker. I think there was a Journeys. Like those are the only stores besides like the AT&T store that
Mm-hmm.
you recognize the names of. Everything else is just so there's one that was Sleigh Bell, Slaybells, sleigh bells, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, that weird cursive. My husband and I were laughing at it. My son's like, what's it say? Oh, I had to explain it to him. I mean, he got
Uh-huh.
it when we told him, but he couldn't read it. And then he points out, we're walking by to get to Foot Locker, and he goes, Mom, look, cool
Uh-oh.
topic. Cool
What?
topic. I'm going to show you the picture of it. This is, there's,
What
there's
were they
not a hot
selling?
topic in this. Like, I guess like fake lounge fly. I don't know,
That'd be
but it
hilarious.
was cool topic. I actually took a picture of it because I laughed so hard, and I sent it to my sisters. I was like, "Look at this! This is what the mall has become," and we were dying. But my son laughed so hard at that. But anyway, yeah. So that was my story of the crappy mall. And so remind me to tell you another story about Facebook Marketplace. I know you were going to say something, and I'm sorry, but
Oh, I
I
can't.
forgot about the cool topic.
Here, I'll write it down here. No, I was just saying with sparkle butt jeans, I actually found a pair of Miss Me's that like I would wear.
Oh yeah,
Like they're really cute. They're just a basic jean, which I never wear like basic jeans. It's usually skinny jeans. Um,
right.
but they had like a really cute red and black or like a burgundy and black design on the back. It wasn't really sparkly. I mean, there's a few
Mm-hmm.
bigger gemstones scattered, but
Right.
yeah, I have them.
Yeah.
They're somewhere over there, but I'll have to try them on and see if I like them or not. Then I'll have to. Oh gosh, what is that? Oh, it actually is cool
There's
top.
cool topic, and it's
I
got.
want to know what
You
they
can't. I don't know if you
sell.
can tell. I should put this. They have. So, what's that guy's name? Marshmallow or whatever. They got a
Oh, from
marshmallow
Fortnite?
on the.
Or no,
No,
the
the
music guy.
DJ, yeah,
Yeah,
and Prime Hydration. I'm sure everything in here is fake. I'm like looking because
it's
we didn't go
knockoff.
in. It's just crappy. it's not. It's just crappy stuff.
That's
It
a
might as well be boardwalk t-shirts. Like it's just crappy stuff.
all right. Your
Cool
Facebook
time.
Marketplace story.
Oh no. Okay, so I wish this. So I have that free that app that's like freebie or I don't know what's it called. Um, Freebie alerts, and
Okay.
it'll you can look at it and it pulls everything from like next door and that's free, right?
Right.
And I never find anything on there. There's always like furniture. But anyway, this woman puts up she puts up it's a picture of two jock straps, okay?
Okay.
And I get the feeling that maybe her husband passed or left or something and she's cleaning out his stuff and she's like, I don't know what these are and I don't want to know. And I will put them in a paper bag on the porch so no questions asked. You can come get them. I'm like,
Oh.
what does she think these are? They were like brand new with tags. Like he didn't even use them. She think there's some weird sex.
Oh my gosh.
I just I wish she had posted in a group because then there would have been because I went to Facebook and I looked at it and I wish she had posted in a group because then there would have been comments, you know what I mean? But she didn't post it
Uh-huh.
anywhere except on just on her profile as free. And all it was two black jockstraps. And some old lady thought they were some weird sex thing, I think. I was done. I was done. I was like, okay, time to get off freebie alerts. What's going on?
That's
Somebody
funny.
help your grandma. Go through grandpa's stuff. Ah,
Unrelated, but
too much.
now the shipping labels are working. I just successfully
Oh,
printed
that's good.
one.
Yeah.
So, but I have 3 orders left to pack. I had 2 Mercari. Mercari's been popping off for me. I've been cross-listing some of it, and I've
Yeah.
sold what 4 things on there in the past couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but right now it's basically if the listing is decent, I'm just relisting it, sell
Mm-hmm.
similar, and just doing eBay only. But then I'll put in the
Yeah.
SKU, I'll put where it's at, and I'll put CP for
Mm-hmm.
cross posted or
Right.
NCP for not
Mm-hmm.
cross posted. So a lot
Yeah.
of it's not
When
cross posted, but
right. When I was cross posting, that's what I would put. I would put like a M in there for
mhm.
Macari. The I will give Macari props. I have seen quite a few ads for Macari. I don't know, like on my phone scrolling through stuff, and I think
Mhm.
yeah, well, I don't have YouTube ads because I have YouTube whatever it's called, no ads. But I've
Oh, YouTube
seen
Premium,
quite
I
a
have
few
that too.
YouTube ads. Yeah, yeah, premium. Um so props to them and just like general ads, not like these eBay ads where like now you think just you're just going to eBay to get, you know, designer handbags and sneakers. Like because that's all they put ads up for, which kind of
Yeah,
ticks me off.
basically.
And then I get like I was what was I doing? Oh, when I was sitting waiting for my son, I was playing a game on my phone and it had an ad. And it was one of those ads that it wants you to, you know, it's like a survey. It's like 2 questions.
Mhm.
And it was like, where do you go to buy designer premium sneakers? And it lists all those like Grailed and this and then eBay. And that like that makes me that you know that makes me think of that because like I'm like can we I mean I guess they think that everybody thinks you can just go there like everybody knows you can go there and get everything but I don't know I just
Mhm.
think they need a little like not all of us are selling sneakers and you know guy that was selling big you know one-off brands or whatever he was doing what's his name got kicked off because of him didn't
Oh,
he
daily refinement.
yeah
Yeah.
so I don't know it ticks me off when I see all that I'm like there's so much more on eBay you know
Yeah. Well, I've
But
had great luck
well,
with
props to Macari.
like my cross listing to Mercari and Facebook Marketplace. I've
Mm-hmm.
had a ton of people
Yeah,
come to pick up stuff locally, and I'm like, that's amazing.
that's
Like
awesome.
I'm just trying to I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet because obviously all my inventory is not gonna fit on the shelving space
Mm-hmm.
that I have. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm either gonna have to start storing stuff under the stairs. I have a creepy closet under the stairs where I can store stuff.
Harry
It's
Potter
mine. It's
closet.
just it's creepy. It's like a little hallway and then it goes turns right and I think it goes like under the stairs, but I'm like too scared to like get in there and check it. I don't know. It's
Back
really
room.
creepy. It's really creepy in there. It's like finished and stuff. It's just like I'm scared of like a spider's
Mm-hmm.
gonna land on me or something. I don't know. And then I have my whole side of the garage. There's already like wooden shelving built in there that will hold my totes
Mm-hmm.
no problem, two stacked.
Yeah.
So I was thinking
Mm-hmm.
of using that for my death pile. Like whenever I source in the summer, if I just have too much, I'll just come home, unload it from my
Right.
car and throw it
Put it.
straight into those bins and leave it there until winter or
Yeah.
whatever. Um,
Yeah. When you need it.
so
Yeah.
I'm
When
thinking,
you're.
yeah, I was trying to be more picky, especially sourcing today
Mm-hmm.
because I don't have a lot of space. So of course I found Lisa Frank, and I'm like, oh, of course I'm gonna pick that up. But there was a couple things I left behind that was like $5 I could have turned into maybe 15. I was like, what, I'm not gonna unless it had great sell through. I didn't pick it up or even think about picking it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I might do that, but it just depends. I'm just trying to kind of dwindle everything, like weed everything out that's bad buys, get that gone, and then figure out what of the good stuff I have, what I can do with all that. But we're getting there. It's gonna keep me busy for a little bit, especially for the
Yeah.
winter. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah,
That's cool.
and I eventually want to do a binge trip. I think like for my birthday, like the weekend before or whatever, if I'm not busy, I want to like take myself to the bins for my birthday. Of course, that's working, but like
Oh, okay.
I just really want to go. I just really want to go and source at the bins for a day,
Yeah.
uninterrupted. Just let me sit there, me, my little GoPro, and record a cute little video, like being like dumpster diva, but really introverted. I love her
I
videos.
know.
She just
She
starts like singing in the beginning of her videos, and
I know. And she'll like just say something to somebody next to her. She's like, no.
yeah,
That would
it's
not
funny.
be me. I'd have to have a lot to drink to do
Yeah, 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 me too.
that.
What else? What else? I keep looking around my office to see if there's anything cool to talk about, but hmm.
I know. I hope he did. I hope he sold some stuff. Matt, ABC Matt had a, and I just happened like it was right before I left with my son today to take him
Mhm.
to swim his laps. He popped up. He had a whatnot. It popped up on my phone. So I stopped in and I said hello, but I had to leave.
Oh, I've
So
been
he had a
awful.
whatnot. He had stuff he wants. He's like, I'm sick of seeing this. I'm sick of looking at this Tupperware. And he had just
I
like a bunch of
am
random stuff. But
awful at like looking for
uh, I am
like
too.
or
And I
like
just
get popping into
happened.
whatnots and stuff.
Yeah. Well, it just happened. I was waiting for him. He was like changing and stuff. And I think, well, he was eating a snack. He was having something to eat and then he was getting changed. And I was looking at my phone and it popped up and I was like, oh. So I sold something else.
Ooh,
Woohoo.
Mo and I just traded places.
What?
Mo's
What?
Mo.
36 in one day. What? Oh my goodness. What's going on? Up is down, black is white. Dogs and cats living together. I don't know what's going on. This is
Um.
what happens, Maureen, when you list. When you list. I also had a whole bunch of stuff that was like, so I do that end and sell similar, like when the 30 days are up, like when I remember.
Uh-huh.
And I had a whole lot today, and I did that today. So that kind of throws you back in there too, because it's like you have a new listing, you know?
Mhm.
because it gives you new listing number and everything. Cool beans. I'm excited. Of course, I have to take my sister to her treatment tomorrow, so I'm not going to pack these up today. It's early, so I'll be able to pack them up tomorrow when I come home.
Yeah,
But woohoo!
my post office pickups have been going really well. They get here
Oh yeah,
early though.
that's
My
cool.
old lady or
Hmm.
my other post office lady at the old house, she was consistently like 2 o'clock, 2:30. Here it's like
Right.
as early as 11 a.m., as late as like 1 o'clock, which I don't mind. It's
Yeah.
just some
Hmm.
days I take a while to get out of bed and then I forget that I have to set packages out and I'm like, oh crap, and I go like throw it
Yeah.
out there real quick. So
Hmm.
but
Yeah,
no, it's been
that's
great.
the
No
only
pickups
reason I
missed yet.
don't do it. That's awesome. That's good though.
Yeah.
But I have 1 day shipping, and that just kind of keeps me from slacking. I switched it last Christmas and I just left it that way.
Mhm.
But they don't come at a consistent time. So although if you just print the label on the day, you're okay. And that's
I
happened. There's a
thought
couple
about
times
doing
it's
that
like
for
I printed
the
it
what is it,
and then
the
I just take it or I drop it off and then it goes, the post office, the key the it's open, the window's not open, but the rest of it's like I can drop it off in the bin in there. So I'll
Mhm.
do that and it just gets postmarked really early in the morning. And I figure that's what's going to happen anyway if he doesn't come till like 4 cuz he doesn't always cuz sometimes I do put stuff in the mailbox if I have something and it's small, I have something that can fit in the mailbox.
Mhm.
I've done that. And he takes it, but he doesn't always scan it. Sometimes it doesn't get scanned till it gets to the post office.
Ooh, I see.
So,
Speaking
yeah.
of, I had that package, that return I told you about with
Oh yeah.
that got returned to my old PO box and then it got returned to sender. eBay was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
well, reach back
What
out
was
to
it?
us if it doesn't." It was a rainbow rainmate. They're like,
Oh,
"Oh,
that's
if it
right.
doesn't
Yeah,
get
yeah.
back
Okay.
to you by the 7th, which was yesterday, reach back out to us and we will release the funds from you." Basically say. So,
Mhm.
I'm assuming it got returned to the buyer. They haven't messaged me. Um, so actually, while we're sitting here, I might as well do that and get that resolved right now and see what they're gonna do because I never got it back. The buyer hasn't reached
Mhm.
out, so I don't know like if there's any protections with that or. Anyways, we'll find out here in a moment. I will go ahead and see what support will do for me. But
Yeah.
what else? Estate sales here have been fun. I went to a few last week. My favorite estate sale company, the one I told you about where the guy actually like went outside and he like greeted all of us as we are coming in and he remembered me from the week before and
Yeah.
they
Mhm.
had one last week, which I guess I don't know if like they do this thing where they like buy out everything that's left at the end and then they try to sell it, but they had a large 50% off sale last week on Saturday only. And they said it was like all inventory that hadn't sold. So I don't know how
Mhm.
that works. I should ask them. But I didn't get to go because of course on Saturday we were uh, in our old town at our old house, so I couldn't go shopping that day at the estate sale, but they're having one this weekend or this tomorrow. So I'll get to go
Yeah.
experience what their another sale of theirs is like. And it seems like at every one of them I find something good. And I was so upset because I went to an estate sale at half price day, which I hadn't done yet until last week. I went to a few sales that were half price and found like some pretty Fenton. I found some old some vintage hand towels, but they had like fish on them. I don't know what brand they were, but other styles of that brand sold pretty well, so I picked up all that. But anyways, I paid
Yeah.
like I forgot how much, like $20, and I found a little mini wicker trash can, and it is so cute. And I'm like, someone's gonna love this. I don't know if I'll sell it on eBay, but I know it'd probably sell locally because
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people that like that wicker, just like wicker stuff. So
Uh-huh. I pick up
I'm
wicker
like,
stuff
that'll
all the
sell.
time.
It's
People,
$5.
it
It
sells.
was 10,
I just
but
sold a wicker tissue cover that I think I got for like 50 cents somewhere. I didn't sell it for much, but it
Hmm.
sold.
So yeah, that's it. And there's this app I've been using to make friends around here. And one of the girls I've been talking to, she just picked up one of those wicker like shelving units that people are like go crazy for. It's like an archway
Oh
shape.
yeah, the ones.
She picked up one of
Yep.
those for
Hmm.
like $50 locally off Facebook Marketplace, and she was so excited. And I'm like, I get it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, I get it.
That's
Trust me.
that's a really good.
I think it's worth
Hmm.
like what, like $400 at least.
I was
Depends
gonna
on
say,
condition, I
yeah.
think.
I've seen them for sale, and they're a lot. Yeah, people go nuts over them.
So yeah, I know that'll be cool. And I don't pick up a lot of wicker. I've had wicker things, like I had a wicker wine bottle holder at one time, and it was full of corks.
Yeah.
But I bought it at a sale forever ago and
Oh,
sold
okay.
that.
Hmm.
But um and I'm currently looking through a little estate sale video for tomorrow. But I probably plan to do
Yeah,
that. Hopefully the
when
weather's
I see
good.
wicker, if it's in good condition, I pick it. Yeah.
Um Trying to think of what else. And at that sale that was half price, I was beating myself up because I found the Tupperware salt and pepper shakers that probably sell for like around $20 usually, but they actually have the S and
Hmm.
P written on them.
Right. Hmm.
And someone had gotten to them before me because I saw it in someone's pile. And I'm like, dang it! I'm like, I could have gotten half price.
Oh.
Could have gotten half price. Salt and pepper shakers, which I do have another one over there, but it doesn't have the S and P written on it, which is actually less valuable.
Yeah,
Excuse
I
me, but
think
they're still
I
Tupperware.
sold the ones without the S&P. Yeah, they don't go for much, but if you get them cheap. I like stuff like that sells pretty quick. Do you know what I mean? Even if you're not get cuz it keeps you, you know what I mean? Well, I
Mm-hmm.
need that. I need to keep my store, keep the pumping, staying alive.
Yep. And what else? What else? I finally listed some stuff that I found in Cincinnati. I had a box, like I said, of stuff that I bought in Cincinnati. I packed it up and it went in the van on the way here.
Mhm.
And then we unloaded the van and it stayed, all that stuff stayed in the box and we moved. And I basically had that box it basically just moved with us. So I finally unpacked it and it was like Christmas because I forgot half the stuff that was in there that I bought.
Yeah.
So there's like a stretched uranium glass vase, which is pretty cool. Um, but yeah,
That's
got
cool.
that listed. Got a couple other uranium glass pieces listed. I wanted to do a cute little setup on my shelf with black lights, and I bought black light bulbs at a sale, and I put them in a lamp I had, and they're not actually like black light. They're like black light for decorative, but they're not actually black light. Like they don't make my uranium glass glow. Because I wanted like to
Yeah,
have a
are
cute
they
little
like a
setup with all my
weird
glowing stuff.
purpley color or something?
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
purpley red. And I was like,
Yeah.
dang it. I was like, I thought these
Mhm.
were actual
Yeah.
blacklight bulbs, but no, they weren't.
Yeah.
Which my mom does have a bunch of blacklight light bars that I bought years ago. I had a blacklight birthday party and we bought a bunch of those. And I'm like,
Cool.
one of those would yeah, it's like one of those would be great to put on my shelf right there and put all my
Mhm.
reactive glass
Yeah.
there. But maybe
Right.
someday. Maybe I'll get to that someday. But right now, just need to get stuff
Mhm.
getting out of here. Got a bunch of glass, a lot more than I thought it would. It's weird seeing it all in one space like that. It's like, oh, actually, like have a problem. I have a lot of glass. I mean, it's not really a problem. It's just there's a lot of large pieces, but it's fun. It's fun to look at.
Yeah.
What
I like
else? Estate sales last weekend. I'm trying to think what else. I thought I went to the sale also. This lady was just trying to get rid of stuff, and like she had this bag, and it was full of like the vintage McDonald's Barbie toys. They're like they don't have like clothes you can change out, but they have like dresses and you can actually like brush their hair. But they're small. They're like maybe 5 inches tall, 4 inches tall. A bag of
Are they
those.
Are they just dolls or are they I have some
They're actual Barbie, but they're small
Oh,
and
okay.
you can't
They're
dress them or
little
anything. They
Barbies.
have like hard plastic dresses. But I got like a
Okay,
bag of
okay, okay.
those, and there's like some Garfield ones, and there's a bunch of them. $1. Like I was looking at it as
Mhm.
I was ho
Yeah.
humming, and she's like, "Oh, $1, take the whole thing." And then she had a bunch of other stuff, and I would just look at something, and she'd be like, "Oh, that whole box of Christmas stuff, $5, but you gotta take it all." And I'm like, I look at it, I'm like, eh. I'm like, I don't need Christmas decor, but it was like pillows and stuff. I'm like, it's not really stuff I could really
Okay,
sell,
yeah.
and I didn't want to sell it.
Right.
But I kind
Yeah.
of picked through to see if there's anything I could buy for like $1, but
Mhm.
no. It was in this beautiful house. It was very gothic looking on the outside. It had that weird like wooden um shingles, but it was really dark and it had a lot of the black railings and it was really cute. It had a lot of character,
Like
but it was like
Vic
out of it, kind
Victorian.
of Victorian like, yeah, but it was like wooden Victorian. It wasn't like stone and
Mhm.
however. But that was fun. But last weekend was pretty mellow. There wasn't as much sales. I went back to the store today with the bubbly fart guy. He said hi. He said hi. I was like, "Hello." And speaking of, our only comment from
Was
last
about
week,
the bubbly parts.
Graham and Pop's Vintage said, "Okay, the old guy with bubbly fart story had Grams and I rolling over here. LOL." Yeah. I like listened back to it because I'm like, how did I tell the story? Because I kind of forgot, and I listened. I was laughing at myself talking about it, so like that was probably pretty good. But yeah, that was funny. Let me switch over and
Bubbly
like their
fart
comment.
guy.
Make sure we went there. I didn't find anything at that store this time. Oops. There we go. There we go. I like their comment. We need more comments, guys. Comment on our videos. We're also at 146 subscribers as of right now.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, because I said we had 145 last time. We got one more. Woo!
Woo! Now I just gotta talk Mo into coming to Plains the Prophet.
I am going to try.
Maybe Mo will make an appearance. The elusive Mo. We also found out
Yeah,
the
so
hotel
elusive.
the hotel allows dogs. So cuz I was like maybe I should just get a hotel over there. It is like a 45-minute drive from Lincoln to Omaha.
Hmm.
Straight shot. But I'm like, you know, say we stay up late and there's like a little bar thing. Maybe I have a couple drinks and like I don't want to have to drive home. And then get up early the next day to get back to Omaha so I could like be there for like whatever else is going on. So I'm like, I might just get a hotel.
Right.
Don't want to, but
Hmm.
it is a nice hotel and Corey
Yeah.
did tell me that they allow dogs, so we'll probably bring our puppy. Maybe she'll make an appearance. No, it's probably too much people. She likes to jump on
Too
people.
many
She gets
people.
so excited. She loves
Yeah.
attention, but she will jump on you and she
That's
will
how
knock
my
you
dog
over.
is.
Yes,
That's how my
exactly what
dog
you
is.
explained.
He's like a big he's a big giant baby who just wants love all the time.
That's our Ruby.
And he would be so happy if everybody was there.
Just
He
let her
will
run
knock
around the
you
place.
over and lick you to death.
Oh yeah, and she'll steal your snacks. If you have snacks, she'll steal them. So
Oh, he'll do that too. He absolutely 100. He what did I make my I had a I did something. My son and my husband went to scouts. I came home. I hadn't eaten anything yet last night, and I made myself some
Mhm.
eggs. And I had like butter, and there was like a little bit of butter left on it, like
Uh-huh.
because there wasn't any in the thing that we keep out. So I was like, I'm gonna wash that. I took a stick of butter out that had like a little bit left, and I used that, and I left it, the paper there, and I I put so it had like it still had butter on it. I flipped my eggs with the thing. I put it down on the paper so I wouldn't dirty anything else. And
Mhm.
then I'm eating my eggs, and then my dog's like eating paper and licking the spatula.
Oh
I'm like, oh,
no.
I'm like, what are you doing? So he's probably gonna. He will take it right off the stove. He has eaten a half a pizza before. He's
Oh
terrible.
no.
It's like
Our dog,
you've never fed him. He's like you've never fed him.
our
Our old
dog,
dog, he would just stare at you like when you were eating and like wait. This one's like he's like, like licking the air, like tasting the air, like when you have something he really wants. Oh my god.
Ruby hasn't really gotten in. I'm trying to think if she's gotten into anything. She used to do weird things, like she would like lick the trash can, like the outside. She would do that. She hasn't like gotten into anything on the counter, which is good because like I don't know, like I've heard of people like who was it? Someone I knew said they had like a rotisserie chicken on their counter and their
Yeah,
dog
you can't leave
stole it off the
anything out.
counter.
Mhm.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, you
our
can't.
dog knows not to go
That's
on the
the
counter
stuff
for
our dog.
things, but she'll get things on the floor. If you drop a crumb or a little
Yeah.
piece of something, she'll get it. But
Yeah. Our old dog, may he rest in peace. He was like that. He was waiting for you to give it to him or drop it on the floor. He didn't take it off the counter. But this dog, he has no shame. He doesn't care. Like it doesn't matter how many times I've tried to I'm not a dog whisperer and I don't know. He just thinks he's a person and he can just eat whatever. Now, he's never eaten a bag of chocolate. Our old dog did. She got like a bag of
oh no.
it might have been like Christmas candy or something. He got it, but he was okay. My parents had a dog. They had a little dachshund, right?
Mhm.
And my mom had I think it was like a birthday gift or something for one of my sisters, and one of the things in there, so it was in a bag, was chocolate covered espresso beans or something. It was something like that. So not only was it chocolate, but it was like espresso coffee beans. He ate and nobody else was home except my dad, and my dad was like calling people like, I don't know what's wrong with this dog, because he was panting and drinking water and then kept having to go outside and then he passed out. He was okay.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
But I mean, like, like chocolate plus caffeine. I mean, talk about
Oh
terrible
man.
thing for your dog to
I've
eat.
seen like on TikTok people like have, like magical fruit snacks and their dogs will get into them and they'll take them to the vet,
Oh,
like gummies
yeah.
and their dogs
Uh
will get
huh.
into them and the dog will just be there like just moving its head back and forth like this and just and
He's
like you
just
can't really do anything
chill.
for them. You just gotta wait it
No.
out. Like
Mm-hmm. They're
but
gonna
I
have
thought
the
that was
munchies,
cute.
so get them some snacks, and then look. Scooby was high all the time. I think so. Your dog will be fine too.
Oh, my washer or my dryer just went off. I like my new washer and dryer. They're not new, they're older, but they seem to clean better, which is cool. But my dryer
Yeah.
has the
Uh
buzzer
huh.
on it and I can't turn it off. So it'll jump scare me whenever the dryer's done. Really loud.
Oh,
And I don't like it. Usually
I've
there's a
like
setting, but
I don't know. Is there? I know ours buzzes, but I like tune it out.
I
I
like it
never
because
hear it.
our old dryer didn't do that, and it's great to like remind us like, oh hey, the laundry's done. But it's
Mm-hmm.
so close to me. If I'm
Yeah.
down here like at night and it's quiet, and all of a
Oh,
sudden it
okay. Yeah.
buzzes like
Uh
that,
huh.
I jump.
Yeah.
But since I had the headset on, it kind of helped. But hey, ninja. Hmm. What else? We talked about Halloween last time. I had some Halloween stuff I wanted to
Thanksgiving.
relist, but I didn't find it until after
Mm-hmm.
Halloween. Oh, I'm so excited for Thanksgiving. I don't even
Yeah.
know what we're doing. Um, Thanksgiving is on my birthday this year, but I think
Mm-hmm.
uh I think on my birthday itself we're not doing anything, but I know probably we'll do something with my husband's family since they're here. we'll probably order food, which is cool. So none of us will have to cook, or maybe we could cook a couple
Yeah.
things or whatever. I'm fine with
That's
just cooking
nice.
a couple things, but doing the whole like 7 course or seven different things, it's a lot to cook all of it
Yeah,
at once.
no. Mm-mm. No. Everybody brings like one or two things. Easier.
And hmm, yeah, that'll be fun. I don't know what else we're doing, but I know for my birthday I want to go out for sushi and then probably just chill at home and then go to the bins at some point. Maybe after Thanksgiving because they're probably not open Thanksgiving. Goodwill at least gives
Yeah,
the
probably not.
employees the main 7 holidays off. I think that's what I remember from working there.
What was at Goodwill? Yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny because now I
Yeah,
don't have to deal with
probably.
my
I'm sure it's
creepy.
close.
I don't have to deal with my creepy old manager at the Goodwill where we used to live, but now I got to deal with the other guy.
Bubble bubbly fart guy.
Yeah, bubbly fart guy.
Who's like trying to give you his number or trying to get your number.
Yeah. Uh. Anyways, I'll have to sneak into that old Goodwill sometime and see because I'm starting to get used to the prices here, and there's a lot of stuff that you could get a lot cheaper over there. So I know when I
Right.
go back to visit, make sure to hit the thrift stores over there.
Stock up. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
So I'm waiting for eBay chat. This is the longest queue I've ever seen, 12 minutes. It's probably because the shipping label things weren't working just a little bit ago. That's probably why. And
Probably.
now it's working.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's probably a bunch of people, but I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm reaching out about this return. Trying to get it live on the podcast, what they're going to do about it. I don't really expect them to refund me because I don't know, but also the post office didn't tell me that my. Oh, you know what they did? They made me do? They made me submit another change of address request because apparently the first one didn't go through, and there's no way that they could notify me that it didn't go through, which I thought was really dumb. I'm like,
I
okay,
mean,
so you can't forward my mail, but you also can't tell me that you can't forward my mail or that didn't go through. So I actually had to go through because the first time I did it, I went in person and filled out the paper because if you turn it in at the post office, it's free. But if you do it online, they
yeah.
charge you $1 to verify your
Mm-hmm.
credit card or whatever, something like that. So I
Right,
ended up doing
right.
that.
Mm-hmm.
But then I actually have an email saying that it went through. So if it continues to be an issue, I actually have proof now that I actually sent it through. So fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. I also went and checked my P.O. box today, made it all the way downtown, and there was nothing in there. I also started putting my P.O. box address in my videos, so if anyone wants to send me a surprise or something, you can do so. Just check out my description of my videos. Don't feel obligated, but it's there. So I don't have that one person that's like, oh, because I feel like this happens a lot where people are like, oh, what's Kevin's P.O. box? Oh, what's Dave's P.O. box? Like they don't put it out, or it's the old one, or is that what it is? Or I think Dave's return address is still North Carolina or something like that. Anyways, something there was
I mean,
something that
how
happened with
long does
that.
that take to do it?
I don't know.
I found
Oh,
I found the jockstrap. This is what she says.
you found the
Here
picture.
I am still going through my husband's stuff. These items were tagged by Facebook as category quote soft structured carriers. I don't know what thinks they are. Frankly, I've never seen them before and don't really want to know. And if you want them, I will leave them on my front steps in a bag so that we will both remain anonymous. I mean, it's just a
Oh my
couple
gosh.
jockstraps.
Oh my
I just wanted
gosh.
to see if it was still up there. I
The
wanted to see if
things you
she
see on
posted. I
Facebook
wish she had posted it.
Marketplace.
I wish she had posted it on like um in a sale group or something so that there would be
See all the
comments.
comments.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would have been funny.
Cause talk about weird. Weirdo.
Speaking of the Trash to Cash crew, they also have an event going on, but I need to make up a different name because they called ours something else and they like made fun of it. So I gotta think of something else for theirs.
What's theirs called? I know,
I think
I
it's
just
like
saw it. It's in
the
January,
Trash to
right?
Cash Winter Bash or something. Gotta call it the Trash to get to Florida and then shell out more money to do everything else with you guys because all the things aren't included in the ticket price.
Oh,
Do you
oh,
guys have a
starting
thrift
something
party
over here.
bus?
I don't think they do.
All you have
How
to do is provide
many
the
dance
alcohol.
poles? How many
Yeah, how
dance
many?
poles do you two have on your bus?
Yeah, and like when we say that you'll get to go thrifting with us, you'll actually get to go thrifting with all of us organizers. It's not going to be, one of us goes out to a private pick, one of us goes out with whoever's the first person to give us a ride, you know.
Oh, dang.
I didn't come up with all of that. Some of that someone else came up with, but I said I was going to use it in this podcast, so it's not all me.
Dave will call you at like 4 in the morning. Do you want to go to Disney World and ride a roller coaster? It'll be something like that.
Honestly, it takes me a while to warm up to roller coasters, so that doesn't appeal to me a ton.
Mm-mm.
And it's also like I don't
Oh,
want to
I
pay.
would never.
I don't want to pay Disney World prices to go to Disney World. I was like, eh.
No, I, I don't even know what's going on. I just said that because Dave is a roller
From what
coaster
I
guy.
understand,
But
they're doing
are
I
they
think
doing that?
some I heard something about going to Universal. I heard something about a flea market. I heard
Okay.
something about, a dinner, but it's also just I don't know. I don't know. I wanted to
Yeah.
go, but like I said, hubby has
Yeah, but you
not
guys are
very
doing
much
this, yeah. Mm-hmm.
PTO. Yeah, and we're doing the
Mm-hmm.
February our
Oh
event
yeah.
here in the
Well, yeah,
Midwest.
new job, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
my husband, well, he got a promotion, but
Oh, okay. Is that what a promotion?
yeah, he got promotion. He's still at the same place. It's just here instead of
Oh,
where we used
okay.
to live. But
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but he doesn't have a lot of PTO, so if I went, I'd have to fly by myself, which I've never done before in my life,
Mm-hmm.
and flying does stress me out. Like I get so stressed out that I get like I like don't know what I'm doing, and I need someone to just guide me
Oh,
while I'm just sitting there like dazed, being stressed out.
I love flying. I love flying.
But I'm like, okay,
I
someone else
love it.
goes that I trust. So like if you were to go or Amy or someone else that I could trust that I could also like share a hotel with, I'd maybe go. But if it's like not a lot of people I know are going, I don't really want to because I need to know a few people to
Yeah.
like have fun at an event like that. It's just because
Mm-hmm.
of how
Oh yeah,
introverted I
absolutely.
am.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I need to have
Yeah.
like
Oh,
a
I'm
list of
not
a few
saying
people I
I
know are
would
going.
I would go. I'm not saying I would go. I'm just saying
But
I
if
like to
you're
fly.
if you guys we'll just fly there. We won't go to the event. We'll just fly there and chill out and then fly. No, but
It's
good luck.
like
Good.
just call it the Florida Man event. Florida Man event.
Yeah, there we go. Florida Man event.
Florida
Alligators and
Man,
stuff and swamps and
alligators and guys doing stupid stuff and getting
and
arrested.
crack
I don't
pipes.
know.
I don't-
Yeah, bath salts or whatever.
what are you doing over there,
Florida
Midge?
Man.
Yeah, because we thought about road tripping down there, but we just don't have time. We're tired. My husband and I are tired. We've done so much traveling. And then we also have
Yeah,
this
and moving.
February event,
Mm-hmm.
planes2profit.com. You got to go there. We have that. We've got Sick New World in April, and then after that,
Oh
I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a whole thing with I haven't even got flights yet. I've been checking out flights, but you gotta get a hotel for that. But I'm also meeting up with one of my cousins, so we might be getting like an Airbnb. I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff going on. There's just a lot. But
Mm-hmm.
anyways, um I'm just excited for getting everything settled out and To relax. I just want to have a weekend where I can get up and like sit on my couch and read a book and like veg out and order
Yeah.
food and all that. So I'm just tired. Just tired. And I found out a
Mhm.
lady I used to work with at a salon here, she used to be a massage therapist, and she quit after she had gotten pregnant with like her third child. And so she quit doing massages. And I always thought she did a great job. Well, I just found out she just announced that she's getting back into it, and she hasn't done it since she quit around the time I left Lincoln the first time.
Mhm.
So now I'm back, and now she's getting back into it. I'm like, yes. I'm like, I have a massage therapist to go to now because I didn't want to find a new one. I know we have like a massage envy here, but it's like you can kind of like call in and go get a massage whenever. But it's also just a bunch of people, so you might get different people every time.
Uh-huh.
So I'm
I
looking forward to that. I'm a person that likes
I've
to go get
never
massages every once in a
I've
while.
never got a massage. I don't like strangers touching me.
I get
Like that.
that, but also it's
And
just like
I
it's
don't know
so
yeah.
relaxing.
And I know I would like it, but I can't get over
Mm.
that. I can't get over that.
Well, if we were
Cuz
like that when we went to Colorado for our anniversary trip and we found this random massage therapy place because we're like we want to get a couples massage and like go,
mhm.
and this place was really weird. It's like kind of run down, but we went and we got massages and it was great. Like 10 out of 10. I was actually like, they actually like really worked my muscle because I get really tight shoulders, but like in my neck too. And like
Yeah.
afterwards, it's like, it was like the good kind of sore where it's actually you feel like your muscles got worked really nice. So that was nice.
Mhm.
I enjoy that kind. I like to like feel like my muscles got worked a little just so like they loosen up because
Mhm.
you get that built up
Mhm.
with the tension and all that. So
Yeah.
and the
Yeah,
hot
I mean, I
stone
understand the
treatment, those are nice
concept.
too. Yeah,
I
it's great.
understand
I
the
love it.
concept. I'm a big giant baby about it. I don't know.
And pedicures are fun too. I used to go get those with my mom all the time. We'd go together. That was our thing to do every few months, but I haven't gone in
Yeah.
a while. My parents are actually in Mexico right now. They actually like
Ooh.
had no internet for like was it 2 or 3 days, so I was like messaging him like, "Are you guys okay? Like what
Oh,
do I
jeez.
do? What do I do if
where
you guys are okay?"
where'd they go?
They went basically to California, or I don't even know if they got to California, but I think they went through Arizona, and there's this
Oh,
place
did they
called
drive?
Baja,
They
California.
drove.
Yeah, they
Okay.
drove.
Yeah, Baja.
So,
Mhm.
um, yeah, they went to Baja, Mexico, but now they're like way south of Baja, Mexico. They like put a
Okay.
picture of where they're at. But they're that Mexico has that one tip that goes down from California.
Mhm. Yeah.
They're driving
They're in
down that.
there.
I'm not sure where exactly they're going, but now I know they're safe.
Okay.
So
Oh man, yeah, that's a
I was a little worried, but I know that they have like a GPS thing if they're like if there's an emergency, it will like text me or something, but
right. Mhm.
I was a little nervous because it's like my one's like, okay, we're gonna lose service here in a bit. Talk to you later, and it's like almost 2.5 days later. I'm like, no,
Oh.
no, they're good. They're good. They got their dogs with them too. They got a little shark puppy dog with them though. With their little shark teeth,
Uh-huh.
and the other one that's just looks scary, but it's not really. She just wants to be pet, but her barks are super scary. So they got dogs. But anyways,
They are
I
braver.
I
They
haven't
are
been able to get through
braver
to.
than I.
Yeah, me too. They've been trying to get me to go to Baja with them in Mexico because
Mhm.
there's this pretty beach, and I don't
Yeah.
know. I haven't been to Mexico in a long time, but like being that far away from home scares me. Like anything over 8 hours is a little much. 8 to 12 is a little much, and then after that, I get kind of anxious because I'm like, what if something happens? All of a sudden, we have to drive straight home. Like, I don't know. I don't like being far
I
from
just
home.
and it's probably not even anything
Hmm.
it's few and far between, but you always just hear the terrible stories about like somebody was driving somewhere in Mexico and the drug cartel came and got them or
Yeah,
something, like,
yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like some like the last one I heard was like some now why are you like going to Mexico to get your plastic surgery? And
yeah,
like some like they got jumped and kidnapped. I think they were okay, but I'm not sure. I can't remember now. But that's what they
yeah.
were doing. Like
I
the
hear
woman
stuff
was
like
gonna
that
go get
too.
like
Like
her
they're
BBL or something. I was like, okay, wait, you don't need to go to Mexico to get your BBL. Oh
I've
my god,
seen like those TikToks of like
I'm
people
worried.
coming
I'm
back
worried.
from some foreign country where they
Mm-hmm.
flew there, but like to fly back they can't sit down. They have to like lay on their stomach the whole time and
Yeah.
like trying to get them on the plane and
No. Don't do it.
yeah. But
I
anyways,
I'd be I look, if I was anywhere but home and was ill or something like I don't even want to like I like to travel and I'm fine with travel. But like I'm not going somewhere else to get and say what you want about like this, medical care here. I'm not going anywhere else for it. I'm not. And that's just me. And I'm not getting plastic surgery anyway. I'm certainly not going somewhere else to get that. I mean, they botch it here, and then
I
you're
just
going
think it's
somewhere
that
else because
much
it's
cheaper
cheap.
that people want to do that. Yeah.
Uh,
I think
like cheaper. That's a time when you don't skimp. Cheaper is not better.
I think
Cheaper is
my
not better.
long
You do not
ago
go to Goodwill for
my dad went to Mexico to get his wisdom teeth removed. And I think just recently my grandmother also went to Mexico for some sort of dental
Okay,
thing, which I get it, but
let
you
me
know,
say
that's
though, but they also like can speak the language
yep.
and do you know what I mean?
Yeah. They're
Like
more
I'm
accustomed.
not going there. Right. Like you can communicate fully with everybody there.
Hmm.
I'm not going there and getting a facelift. I'm not getting one anyway. But I'm not going there and getting a facelift when don't go to the Goodwill to get, something that's, really
Your
important. That's all I'm going to
luxury
say.
or yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go to Goodwill for your mattresses or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good one. I don't, you know what I mean. I just, it always, but then there's people that do them in like hotel. I mean, I've seen it. Speaking of Florida, I know there was somebody that did that in Florida. They like went to like some random hotel room, and I think around here too. And somebody did injections in their butt or something, so they could have their
Oh
big butt.
God.
Like, you're just going to somebody in some random hotel room? What? What? Stop it.
Same thing with like getting
Stop.
tattoos in someone's basement or something. Same thing with that.
Oh no. And you can and look, we can all tell that you did that because I've seen some. I coached girls
Oh,
basketball for a few years, high school, and this girl had. I mean, she wasn't even. She just turned 16. She already had. But I had an eighth grader that had tattoos. I had a couple eighth graders that had tattoos before, and they
really?
were all terrible. Yeah, they were all terrible because their parent took them somewhere. The one kid had his mom's name tattooed on him, like she took him somewhere. So I mean, in the world, at least it was just a cursive name, you know. It wasn't like this artwork. But this girl had like it was like a basketball with a crown on it. And like, I don't
Hmm.
know, it's probably like some flowers and stuff on it. Number one, she wasn't that great. Okay. She wasn't that good. Number two, she was barely older than my son is now. She was barely, I don't even, she just turned 16. She was like a sophomore.
Hmm.
And number three, it was terrible. Because no reputable person is going to do that on a kid.
Yeah. I
you
got my
know?
first one when I
It was
was, I believe it
awful.
was 16, but of course I have to have my parent there. And it was something that
Right.
it's just little music notes on the side of my foot, just little music notes,
Mhm.
which is fine. And like,
Mhm. But your parents took you somewhere and got it. I don't know if their parents took them somewhere or if they just went to somebody's basement, you know? But it was
yeah, yeah, yeah.
this tattoo, let me tell you, it was terrible. It was
Yeah.
terrible.
I'm glad I didn't do anything like that because I'm glad I have a wonderful artist who will put beautiful work
Mhm.
on me and she does a
Oh
great
yeah.
job.
Well, you're old enough to figure it out, and at least what you got when you were 16 was obviously something small and, you know, I, don't get a horrible piece of art on your. That's the moral of my story. When you're 16,
Yeah.
don't go and get a horrible, or 15 or whatever she was. I mean, I don't know how long she had it. That was the thing. She was just 16. Did she get it yesterday or did she get it like 2 years ago? You know, she could have got it when she was
Yeah.
like 13 or something. It was awful. It was so bad. It was
This
like a
this kind of
jailhouse
reminds me
tattoo.
of the comment on Trash to Cash's live video at the reseller rally. Someone said something like, "Oh, I have to find this comment," but it was on the live, and it's saying something like, "Oh, something about, oh, I hate how Dawn has tattoos, but I still love her anyways," and blah blah blah. And they're going on about how they think it's so
What?
great that Dave and Carrie don't have tattoos, and blah blah blah. I'm like what? I should find that.
What?
I should find it, yeah, because then I commented on it and I said something like, "There's nothing wrong with tattoos." I'll have to find this. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it really quick. If not,
That's your. It's hers. It's none of your business what she has.
let's see. Live from the reseller route? No. Okay, I think it's on this one. Let me see. Let's see the comments.
People are stupid.
Uh, yeah, it's. Anyways, I was trying to see. Oh, yeah. Watched last night. So much fun. But I must say, I commend you and Carrie, meaning Dave and Carrie, for not getting tattoos. It was Tattoo City at that place. I do love Dawn regardless.
Oh, did they cry when Kevin got a tattoo?
Probably.
I
Oh
mean,
my god.
who
Speaking of
cares? Who
Desktop
cares? I'd
Picker,
have more if I could decide what I wanted to get. That'd be,
yeah, I
I'm
get it.
indecisive, and I don't have them
Uh,
where you can see them. So,
Desktop Picker did a Whatnot show, and he's making fun of Kevin's tattoo, and he drew something on his arm that I'm not going to say what it was, but something
oh
inappropriate,
no,
mimicking Kevin's
oh no,
tattoo, and he wore a huge fanny pack on his, like a huge one. It was like a beer cooler fanny pack. It was huge. It was so funny.
beer cooler.
I love both of them, but that was really funny.
That's
And then he's like, "Oh,
hilarious. That's hilarious.
let me just get find you a sticker," and he pulls out like a wad of ones and throws it on the table. It was so good. I wish someone recorded it. I should have recorded it. It was so good.
That's funny. That's
Yeah, he waited till
hilarious.
Kevin
Oh,
rated him,
I'm
and he
sorry.
just started like,
I'm sorry I
"Sorry,
missed
Kevin."
that. That's hilarious.
It was good. It was good. Actually, I think there is a screenshot of it on the Discord. Dave took a screenshot of the tattoo, but everybody's still
Oh, I'll have
waiting
to
to give
look. I
me an
haven't been on there.
answer. But I think I'll have to update you guys next week on what they do for me with this package that was
Oh,
returned
with
to
that,
my
yeah.
old PO box, which USPS didn't forward to me because apparently it wasn't set up properly. And now the package it doesn't tell me, it just says it was returned to sender, but I don't have tracking for it being returned to the sender. So I think they gave it a
Hmm.
new tracking number, which makes
Yeah,
sense. So
right.
anyways, I guess that's something
Well,
we'll have to remember to talk about.
I don't know because hold that I have had people who have returned to sender things with me,
Mm-hmm.
instead of doing an eBay, going through eBay,
Mm-hmm.
and I get notified. I've got notice of it.
Huh.
So who know? I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know. So you should have because I had like one time I had this lady she's like my mother ordered this and she doesn't need it or something. So I guess some old lady ordered something. And she
Hmm.
just I'm returning to sender and I'm like, whatever, just ask for a refund. And she just returned to sender, so which was fine by me because I didn't have to pay return postage. So but I it tracked and I had something else not too long ago that somebody did that too. And it showed that way on the tracking. It showed return to sender on the tracking. But I don't know if because well, I don't know.
Well, I guess we'll probably end it here. We're at an hour and
But you'll
15
figure it out
minutes.
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and then next
Oh
week I'll tell
dang.
you
I
guys
didn't
what they end up
realize.
doing for me. Yeah. Um, and hopefully I'll be able to tell you guys also if we sold our house. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Oh yeah,
And
that'll be awesome. Cause you're not doing it through a realtor too, right?
yeah, this will be a private sale, which
Yeah.
um there's a price we wanted it at. If we were to sell it with a realtor, it would have been almost 15 grand less. While if we take an offer from these people, that's 5 grand less than we initially wanted, we'll be making a lot more. Because there's no realtor fee where they're going to take 5% of the whole thing. Because that's what they do here for
Yeah.
the,
Mm-hmm.
because like on this house, it was
Right.
like, what, 12 grand or something like that. And I'm like, that's just
Mm-hmm.
insane. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, good luck on that. Fingers crossed.
it'll be an adventure for sure.
I hope you sell it before you do the double mortgage. That'll be like woohoo, jackpot.
All right, y'all. Well, we will see you
Okay,
next
don't
week.
forget about the planes to profit. I'm going to put it down below. And we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.